Get out of the city and into an adventure that moves the whole family. Prepare to be moved. The all-new Nissan X-Trail.
A LISTNR production.
A tragic crash in the southeast and heartbreak for our pioneers. Good morning, it's Amy Ross with a Limestone Coast local news update. Cloudy with a chance of fog this morning. We're heading for a top of 14 in Mount Gambier and 15 in Narracoorte. Major crash squads are in the southeast investigating a fatal collision at Furner from yesterday afternoon. Just before 3 p.m, emergency services were called to the Conmurra Road scene following reports a sedan had rolled. The 85-year-old driver died at the scene. Anyone who witnessed the crash is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. The Hatherley woman's death is the 73rd life lost on the States Road this year. This time last, the road toll was at 45. Full funding across all South Aussie public schools. That's what the Education Union's calling for, campaigning for more cash to be injected into the sector to the tune of $607 million. It's something the For Every Child campaign is hoping to achieve by 2028. The union's federal president, Karina Haythorpe, says the money would go towards things like employing more staff.
We're experiencing chronic workforce shortages, and we know that we need to invest in more teachers and more learning programs for students for South Australia. So it's time for the Commonwealth and state and territory governments to work together to make sure that our public schools are fully funded.
No longer can City of Mount Gambier councillors ask operational questions during meetings, with the mayor banning the practice. Lynette Martin feels she's been too lenient in the chamber. From now on, all ops questions must be put towards the council CEO, as outlined in the council member handbook. To ensure that meetings stay on track, she's also reminded councillors that she's got the power to disallow any questions she deems inappropriate. Well, it seems it's been a busy time for Narracoorte Lucindale Council in recent weeks, its operations team continuing work on a number of new local projects. Narracoorte's Creek Walks got more signage, and the Market Square recreation areas received new playground equipment. Director Infrastructure and Services Daniel Willsmore says the cemeteries also had a spruce up, thanks to the efforts of the Friends of the Narracoorte Cemetery gardening group.
There's a great bunch of people down there, so it shows a good community spirit. So they work pretty much once a month for us for a couple of hours, but it's good for them. They're always on for a fair bit of chat and enjoyment, so it's great to see them providing and contributing to our community.
And a fresh reminder from Southeast Police to drive safe and to the speed limit. It's after they revealed a Murray Bridge teen was allegedly caught doing 148 in a 110 zone at Kaji. The 18-year-old was given an expiation and stripped of his licence for 6 months.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
Taking a look at some sport now, heartbreak for the Mount Gambier Pioneers. In the women's comp, the side falling short of a grand final ticket by just 1 point to the Bendigo Braves. The side nearly toppled the unbeatable team but just couldn't get it done. The final score 96-97. It was a similar story in the men's competition, the Pioneers falling short to the Raiders. The season wrapping up for the side after a 5-point loss in the weekend's prelim.
BP Plus. Do business the clever way. Visit bpplus.com.au to find out more.